If you've been scrolling through endless lists of embroidery machines, watching videos that promise the best for beginners and the most features for pros, and still feel like you're stuck in a loop of which one actually makes sense for my projects? This review is here to cut through the noise. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I've spent a few weeks actually setting up the Janome Memory Craft 400E, watching a handful of creators walk through their workflow, and digging through the FAQs that real buyers keep asking. What you'll get from this video is a straight-to-the-point look at where the 400E shines, where it trips up, and who should really consider hitting that add to cart button. First off, the biggest hesitation people have is the fear of buying a machine that looks impressive on paper but ends up sitting half-used in a closet because it either does too much or doesn't do enough. The Memory Craft 400E tries to strike a middle ground. It's marketed as a full-size embroidery unit with a solid set of 160 built-in designs, 6 monogramming fonts, and on-screen editing tools. That sounds like a lot of flexibility for a hobbyist, but the practical question is whether those tools translate into a smoother daily workflow or just add menu hopping that stalls your creative momentum. Let's talk about the actual setup. Out of the box you find the machine, a power cord, a USB port, the included bonus kit, and a fairly thick instruction manual. The bonus kit is the first thing that feels genuinely useful. It adds a selection of stabilizers, a pair of embroidery hoops in 2 sizes, and a small assortment of thread spools. For someone just getting started, having those accessories already in the box means you can start stitching a simple logo or a monogram within the first hour. If you already own separate hoops and stabilizers, the kit is less of a value add, but it's still nice that Janome bundled them rather than leaving you to hunt for compatible parts. Now, everyday usability revolves around the screen and the editing functions. The 400E has a 7-inch color LCD that shows your design while you make tweaks. The on-screen editing lets you rotate, resize, and mirror a pattern before you even thread the machine. In practice, that means if you're working on a pillow cover and you need a 5-inch motif centered on a 14-inch square, you can adjust the placement in real time, see the exact stitch count, and preview how it will look on the fabric. This is a genuine time saver compared to older models where you had to rely on external software, print a preview, and manually align the hoop. One practical strength that becomes clear with repeated use is the machine's handling of monograms. The 6 built-in fonts cover a wide style range from classic cursive to block capitals, and the ability to do 2 or 3 letter monograms without swapping patches is a convenience that many small business owners appreciate. I tried a 3-letter family monogram on a tote bag, and the stitching was clean, with minimal thread breaks. The machine's tension adjusts automatically when you change thread colors, which prevents the tightening that can ruin a sleek monogram. For anyone who plans to sell personalized items, that feature alone can justify the price tag. But no machine is perfect, and the 400E has a few hidden trade-offs. The maximum embroidery size is limited to about 9.49.4 inches, which is fine for most apparel and home decor projects, but if you're looking to create larger wall hangings or table runners, you'll quickly hit that ceiling. The machine does not have a built-in thread cutter. You have to manually cut the thread after each color change, which adds a few seconds per design. In fast turnaround scenarios, that extra step can add up, especially when you're handling many color changes in a single pattern. Another point worth mentioning is the learning curve on the editing interface. While the screen is intuitive once you get the hang of it, the menu system can feel nested. New users might find themselves scrolling through prompts to locate the mirror function or the auto trim option. The manual does a decent job of explaining these steps, but it does mean you'll need to spend a short amount of time watching the on-screen tutorials before you can work efficiently. If you're the type of creator who wants instant plug-and-play without any menu navigation, you might feel a bit frustrated. Who should buy the Janome Memory Craft 400E? If you are a hobbyist who already has basic sewing skills and you want to branch into embroidery without investing in a full-blown industrial unit, this machine hits a sweet spot. It gives you enough built-in designs to experiment, a solid set of monogramming fonts for personalized projects, and the on-screen editing that lets you fine-tune patterns without needing a separate computer. Small business owners who sell custom tees, tote bags, or embroidered gifts will find the Monogram features and the ready-made design library very helpful, especially when you factor in the time saved by not having to source external motifs. Who should skip it? If you're a professional embroiderer who routinely works on large